Hey everybody, it's Lucas and Charlie here with another video on one of our favorite things to do. We all know the favorite part of baseball practice is usually hitting. It's also probably the hardest one to replicate indoors. The materials you're going to need for this drill we've modified for some basic household items. So the first thing you're going to need is a broomstick. The next thing you're going to need is some wiffle balls. And if you don't have wiffle balls, you can make them out of tinfoil. So you can take a piece of tinfoil and you can ball it up and make your own wiffle balls. They're just as effective. You'll also need a bed sheet that you can hang, and some tape, and a space that's large enough for your player to safely swing. I highly recommend you mark off the area where your player's feet are safe for them to swing, so they know where to stand. Also, set up a home plate reference, and we'll talk about that in a minute and the importance of setup. So setup is really important when your player is going to move in. You want them to go set their back foot in, then their front foot, touch the side of the plate to make sure they have plate clearance, and that's just to make sure that when they swing, their bat covers the plate. And the plate is there for player position. So tap the plate here and here for plate clearance. There you go. Get your hands up as if you're going to hit, and looking forward, and take a deep breath and take a practice swing. So now your player has the confidence that they can clear their swing in this area. So there are a couple things to watch for while you're doing this drill. The first one is watch for your player just swinging with their upper body. Lucas, can you show us with just an arm swing? You can get into that kind of a pattern if you're throwing too fast, if you're not setting up between. Another one is called stepping in the bucket. So when the front foot steps towards where third base would be. So show me that, Lucas, where you're, yeah, so you don't want the player stepping away from home plate. You want everything stepping forward, which is another useful, the tape in front of the player is useful for this as well. So there's a few variations of this drill you can do at home. The first one, which we'll do, is side toss, where the parent is at the side over here, and you're trying to make sure that when you toss the ball to the player, it's dropping through the strike zone. So you're not dropping in really close to the player. You're not making the player come way out here. It takes some practice as a parent to do. So Lucas, let's do a few side toss. Back, front, touch. Good job. Ready? All right. Another variation is a rear toss. This is mostly for fun. The one you want to spend the most time on is side toss. But there's also rear toss, where it can be on an angle from the back or directly behind the player. And this is purely for hand-eye coordination. You can develop some bad habits doing this, so have an eye. All right, let's do a couple of those, Lucas. So step in. All right, ready? Good one.
What happened?
It went up. All right, so the next one is a top drop. This is mainly for speed. Also really easy to develop some bad habits, but it can be fun as well. So you hold the ball up as high as you can, and you say 1, 2, 3, go. And it's tough to hit. And that time he stepped in the bucket. All right, so that's hitting indoors. It's a lot of fun. You can compete against yourself, post your best score out of 20, share it with your team, and start a little bit of a competition going with everyone on hitting indoors, so hitting for contact. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.